Hello and welcome everybody. Today I need to go into a topic that I think needs to be addressed. This video is on interrupting and how to play the game on manual. I have spent my entire Tuesday, or most of it anyways, playing the game on manual. Why have I played it on manual? Because I must play it on manual. The game gets to the point where playing it on auto will not progress you any further. I will show you guys what you kind of need to do to be able to pass stages that are pretty much well out of your league. Now, you need an interrupter. This is the first and foremost thing. I'm using B. Zangief. With his 2 combo move. You have to time it very precisely, and we'll get into that. The other person that I found is very good at interrupting is E. Honda, and it is with his 1 skill. He does a headbutt 2 times, and he has a 50% chance to inflict stun on the target. And if he stuns the target that's doing their combo, it will interrupt it. He's pretty good if you don't have B. Zangief. I'm not going to get into his sort of a thing. This takes practice, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do this right because I'm used to doing it on my phone, and right now I'm on PC. Even though it's not officially supported, but you know, some of us has to do it. It's the way I can record with my thirsty picks, you know. So, first things first. Oh god. I'm going to pause the game here. You want to play it on 1x speed. Okay? And the first thing I need to point out is up here, right below the enemy health bar. That's their bar that we have down here. Right? So normally on auto, I would be doing a super move right now. And my super combo would probably end by about the time that their super gauge fills up. So the first thing you want to do is watch this super gauge. Who cares about the auto attacks that are going on, but watch the super gauge till it's just about full, because Zangief is a 2 combo. So I start my combo with Chun-Li, I throw out an L and a heal, and then I gotta do Zangief. But the thing is that you can do this very quickly, and you have kind of a moment, right? And just let's look for it. If it says interrupt, it'll say interrupt around the character that's about to do their skill, and it should break down their combo chain if it worked right. And that will end their damage. Sometimes it'll say interrupt and their combo chain will continue. And we'll get into that in a second, but I just want to focus on this one part of interrupting the initial combo. So I gotta be ready. So right about here, we do that, and see, he's doing that. It didn't interrupt. Can I still get through it though? Okay, let's try it again. I'm still alive here. See, interrupt, right? So it shuts down his damage. And then you can kind of follow up a lot of that with just some combo spam. And see, they're just about to do their super again. So interrupt that. No, it didn't interrupt. Sometimes it doesn't work, and this is where you gotta try stages over and over and over again. But we'll get to the next one, because there's a different strategy. And see, I didn't even have to use my heal or anything like that, because even though sometimes it doesn't fully interrupt the whole combo chain with B. Zangief, he throws stuns around and stuff. Oh, let's test my knowledge. This is DeCapri. Okay, come on now. Who else has a reach like that? Yoga Reach. Okay, so I'm actually at a boss stage here. Thankfully for me, it's a lightning boss stage, and I should be able to interrupt this combo. So let's go back into it and do another interrupt. Sorry if this video gets to about 10 minutes. I just need to point a few things out and show a few examples of it. But you need to wait. You have to be patient. And so right about here, I want to start the combo, throw out that, and then as soon as they get up, interrupt. See? Interrupt. He kept going after that, but then you can do a knockdown. Oh no. But see, he keeps going. I could have played that a little different. But you see, the interrupt did get off, but he still managed to get something off there. But this takes a few times of practice. So I got it off a little bit early. Okay, let's get the heal off this time. And then right away, follow it up. Oh, I did the wrong combo. Interrupt. There we go. So nobody on my team actually died that time around. So I did get a couple of interrupts off, right? And so these stages are almost 500,000 power ahead of me. The problem you're going to run into is with certain fighters like Dalsum, Sea Viper, a couple of these fighters, they have very, very small interrupt windows. And if you're not extremely precise, you're going to run into issues. So a lot of it's just trial and practice. And I'm using like the Chun-Li EX move because it has a knockdown. But we should all have the Ken EX move as well. And that has a knockdown as well. Just sometimes when you interrupt, it's a good idea to fire off these things to keep them knocked down, so that quite possibly their combo doesn't continue. I don't think I actually got the interrupt off there. Come on now. Alright. I think my Elena died there. I don't know. Okay, sorry I had to pause there. Sorry if it's jumping around. So yeah, I wanted to get... the other thing is that there does have stages where there's Beast Zangief, and he becomes higher than level 221, and he outspeeds your team. In those situations, you need to shoot your combo off as fast as possible to try to get in the middle of, you know, their maybe first or second move. There's the interrupt. That's what I want to see. And see, it actually completely shut down their combo there. And so thanks to Chun-Li's great energy production, I can chain it off. And then I'm right at the point here where they're about to start up another super combo. There's another interrupt. And so then you can just kind of finish off the match here, not really worrying about too much. But don't get greedy. See, I got a little greedy here, and I'm out of super combo. But thankfully it's a Rose. She's only going to hit my Bison, really, and we all know that he's not going to die. So we can fire that off. Boom, 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 boom. Please die. There we go. So there's that one done. I'm just seeing if I can get to a Bison stage, or not a Bison, a Beast Zangief stage, because they pop up, but it might be later. No, it's another. But see, I'm weak against fire. Guy and DiCaprio are also murder machines, and very hard to do this against, because when they jump behind your Beast Zangief, oftentimes it's really hard to catch them. You know, but this is just a trial and error thing. You just wait for the bar to fill up, you fire out your first one, you get your second one off quickly. Oh, I did that way too quickly. And sometimes you just want to re-challenge when you completely screw up like I just did. The timing has to be like really spot on, so you want You want to shoot off your first super just before it shoots up. Quickly get out your one move. And then wait for them to stand up, and here it comes. Did I get an interrupt? No, I didn't get an interrupt. And this may actually end me. No, it's okay because of Bison. He tanked most of those hits there. So let's get that off. Oh god. If it wasn't for Bison tanking here, this wouldn't be going well. And I just have the Cody left. Let's get rid of him. But see, sometimes even if it doesn't interrupt, it causes enough stun and disruption that it's not so bad to get through. Now this should be a hard one for me because of the Sea Viper, exactly who I was talking about. Because her first one, she stands kind of like at the back, and a lot of the time she's out of the range for Zangief's suck. So I get that off, I do that. I got the interrupt. There we go. Let's go, boys. Let's take him for another ride on the Chun-Li Thigh Express. Choo-choo, motherfucker! Okay. Oh, I'm a bit late on this. Still got an interrupt. But Zangief died because I was late. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm done. I'm done either way there. So yeah, I wasn't paying enough attention to the bar on that second combo. Kind of got greedy, and that'll end your run right in the middle of it. So some of these things they don't work out the way you want them to. Oh, got the interrupt. One more ride on the Chun-Li Express. Let's get some extra knockdown going on. Oh, am I gonna have the bar? No, I'm not. Still got an interrupt off there. Stopped Fei Long. Get him. Get that. Get some. Let's throw that off. Should be able to do it with a whirlwind kick. So things don't always go perfect, but the whole point is to interrupt. Interrupt, interrupt, interrupt. And I could probably progress, I think, through most of chapter 22. Just, it becomes very time consuming. I'm going to wrap this up here. I think you guys get the idea. Oh, that's a B Zangief in reserve, so he won't come out right away. I'm going to wrap this up here. I hope you guys get the idea. You can mix in, obviously, your EX moves and everything. I'm just trying to point out the basic interrupt mechanic. It is a very, very, very huge mechanic. You can actually use it in PvP Battle Royale because you have control over things. Get good with your interrupts because it is a huge, huge, huge thing to be able to use, especially in the live PvP where you have control over your character. PvE is great practice. And it takes some time to get used. It takes some time to get used to the timing. Sorry, my dog's barking about a banana because he loves bananas, and I don't know. He also loves feet. Go figure. So, have a good one, guys. I hope this was informative. But you know, if you're stuck on story, I see a lot of people saying they're stuck at like chapter 10, 11, 12, all the way up. All the way up, and I'm not saying get good, but it's kind of a get good at playing manual, because manual is where it's at. You need to have a nice interrupter. E-Honda's another option, and you can get him from the store, the city shop or whatever. He's actually just a really, really great tank. He's probably the best lightning tank, quite honestly. I used to be a Makoto simp, but E-Honda with this passive, you know, he gets damage immunity when he drops down. He's actually really amazing. But, you know, Bison is usually a really good tank, and I just like this setup. But you guys do what works for you. But B Zangief, I'm calling him Zangief, because he interrupts everything with that 2 combo. Um, and if you don't get the interrupt and you start getting smashed, just retry. I've had to retry stages sometimes 8, 9, 10 times, up to like 50 times, honestly, some of the really hard stages. So just keep cracking at it, get better with manual, and I hope this all makes sense for the interrupt mechanic, because it's a huge part of the game. So have a good one, guys. Peace.